What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my Dark Magician Brave Token deck profile. Honestly, this is probably the best version of Dark Magician I have ever seen and witnessed in my entire life. It's ridiculously consistent. I don't know if you watched my combo video yet. Almost every hand can play. This is Equip Spell, Soul Servant, Aquamancer, Illusion of Chaos, and Ghost Ogre. Just with Aquamancer and Illusion of Chaos, you already have a huge board, draw 2 cards, and thanks to the fact that you have a hand trap, you can do even more, make Needle Fiber if you want to. But either way, this is going to end on Dragoon, and thanks to Soul Servant and the fact that I can pitch the Palladium Oracle with the Magician Souls that I'm searching with the Illusion of Chaos, I can draw 2 cards with a graveyard effect of Soul Servant. So before I get into the explanation of this deck, make sure you like and subscribe, check me out on Twitch and Instagram. Both links will always be in the description box below as always, and now let's jump right into it. So I am playing 2 Dark Magician with 1 Red Eyes. For the love of God, don't play 3 Dark Magician. It's not even a card that you're thirsty to draw anyways. It's a card that you'd rather foolish from your deck to the grave, but not really draw. Like, it's really not broken in the hand whatsoever. So playing 3 copies makes no sense. Now, there is a good argument of, yeah, but you don't want to lose to like DD Crow, Call by the Grave, Ice Dragon's Prison, etc. That is very valid. But I think 2 should be enough if you know what you're doing. And since you're ending your turn with like actual Omni Negates like Griffin, Rider, and Dragoon, I think you should be fine. You should be able to know how to close out games before, you know, having to worry about like the 3rd Dark Magician. I want to say playing 2 Dark Magician is somewhat similar to playing 2 Eldritch, the Golden Lord, and Eldritch. If you completely suck with Eldritch, 3 might be, you know, the only way to play. But if you know what you're doing and you know how to win games very fast, 2 should be way more than enough. And by playing less copies, you're going to break less often, which means that you're going to win more often. And that's supposed to be our goal, right? Unless you live in a different planet. Alright, Rise Black Dragon. Never trying to see this card. Absolutely ever. It's garbage. You need it for Red Eyes Fusion so you can summon Dragoon, but it's a bad card to draw. Griffin Rider, great card. It's on Omni Negate when you have your Brave token on the field, but it's searchable, so it's only a 1-of. Palladium Oracle Mana, this has like a relatively decent effect. It's better to play than Dark Magician Girl if you really just want the extra draw with a Soul Servant. Dark Magician Girl is great if you have the Magician Salvation, which is a free send for Magician Soul so you can draw 1 extra card. But thanks to the Brave token, I don't really need that anyways, and I only wanted to play 1 Eternal Soul, so that's the reason why I'm not really committing to Magician's Salvation. 3 Magician's Raw, 3 Aquamancer, 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, and 3 Magician Souls with 3 Illusion of Chaos. Absolutely everything here is just way too obvious and doesn't really need an explanation, except maybe for the hand trap. So 3 Ash just hits a lot of things. 3 Ogre is decent against Journey of Destiny, which is this card, by the way. The TCG name is Fateful Adventure, but I don't really care too much. And it's decent against some other cards as well. It really depends. Veiler and Imperm are pretty much the exact same card. It's just that Veiler is a level 1 tuner, which actually can come up because you can make Herald of Arclight using the Aquamancer. And Imperm just doesn't lose to Call by the Grave and Triple Tactic Talents. Magician Souls is arguably one of the best cards in the entire deck, probably in the top 3. Very, very broken card. Illusion of Chaos, incredible card. I love it so much. You don't have to like put itself back into the top of the deck. You can put back your very bad cards like Red Eyes Black Dragon or cards that you're about to search anyways. Maybe the Equip Spell, not a card that you really want to draw. So putting it back so you can search it for free and then discard it and then get it back and then send it with Magician Souls is absolutely free value. And this is how you break boards. So this engine doesn't just make the deck better going first. It's not a win more engine, but it's a deck that fixes a lot of the issues of Dark Magician by making your deck significantly better going second at picking apart boards. And the conflicting of not being able to use the effect of your normal summon hurts a little bit, but it's not super significant to the point where it should make you cry because you're getting so much value off of a single Rite of Aramnesia that if you can't use the effect of Magician's Rod, it's still like as if you plussed overall in terms of relative card advantage. But yeah, Red Eyes Fusion, Upstart Goblin. I really love Upstart in this deck. It's hilarious. Upstart is actually very unique, and you might be like, why would you play Upstart if you're playing 44? First of all, if you want to play 40, you can. I'm playing over 40 on purpose, just because I don't want to draw the bad one-ofs like Red Eyes Black Dragon, Red Eyes Fusion, and the Equip Spell. But Upstart is very unique because you can stack your deck with stuff like Soul Servant, and then when you use Upstart, you know for a fact that you're going to be drawing it. So it's not like it was a completely RNG card, just making your deck, 39, whatever. So yeah, when you have cards that stack cards on the top of your deck, like even the Oracle of Zephyra field spell, Upstart Goblin starts being just way more unique, and even Lavalval Chain if it gets unbanned. So yeah, this is why Upstart really has to be played, and you can't really play Pot of Extravagance and Prosperity. They also conflict with the draw of Magician Souls and Soul Servant, which are probably some of the biggest key components in this deck. Foolish Burial, very good card. You can Foolish for Aquamancer. Yeah, that's about it. Sometimes for Dark Magician, because you already have the Dark Magical Circle and Eternal Soul, so it allows you to get your loop going, but I don't think it's like the top priority. Foolishing for Aquamancer is like the #1 big play. If you already have Aquamancer, then I guess might as well. Sometimes it might actually bait an Ash depending on who you're playing against. Really depends, but it is still a card worth playing. And then 3 Soul Servant, ridiculously broken. Ironically, its graveyard effect is actually even better than its real effect as a spell card. So it's the kind of card that you really can afford to discard for free or send with Magician Souls. So yeah, it always has a lot of value. And then Call by the Grave, of course, you're not really trying to lose the hand traps on your Verte and stuff like that. And even on your other cards. And then we have the Journey of Destiny 1 is way more than enough. 2 Dark Magical Circle, 1 Equip Spell, triple Imperm, and then the 1 Eternal Soul. So it was actually a viewer of mine, a subscriber, who told me to play 2 Dark Magical Circle and 1 Eternal Soul. And he gave me a very good reasoning and good argument. Basically, these cards they don't really make you necessarily win more often when you see them, because they have to work with like way too many other cards in order to function well. And they're also very bad cards in multiples. Like, multiple Dark Magical Circle doesn't do like infinitely more than only 1 Dark Magical Circle, because the effects are very hard once per turns. And then the Eternal Soul, same thing. It's really the exact same issue. Hard once per turn, and if you have, let's say, 2 or 3 Eternal Soul in your hand with no access to Dark Magician, you're not going to be able to use a single one of them. So instead of focusing on playing more win-more cards, like these cards, you can focus on the consistency and playing these kind of engines like the Brave Token, which really will make your deck win more often, as I keep repeating. Anyways, for the extra deck, I have Red Eyes Dark Dragoon with Herald of Arclight. You can actually Synchro Summon this card, and that's actually the reason I'm playing it. Big Eye, which you can summon using 2 level 7 monsters. Shoutouts to Wandering Griffin Rider, it's a level 7. Just happens to be a target for Big Eye. Well, I mean a target as in exceeds material, a way to possibly make it. And then for the Link monsters, access code, super easy to make, by the way, because you can go Needle Fiber into Selene, revive back a Spellcaster, and then make your access code Talker that way. I think Selene can actually revive back Dragoon if it's properly summoned, because it revives back any spellcasters from your grave in defense position. I could be wrong, but I think Selene can actually do that. So that's actually really nasty, but Selene is very good in this deck, because your cards are already spellcasters, so the synergy is great. And of course, Needle Fiber being able to summon your Veiler. So yeah, very easy package into access code and kill your opponent at the speed of light. And now, of course, Unicorn, Needle Fiber, speaking of the Devil, Phoenix, double Verte and double Link Spider. Very weird, but the reason why we're doing that is because sometimes you have Verte, you get Veilered before you even use the effect, because you're about to search something that can... It's really hard to explain, but yeah, trust me, sometimes it actually does come up. And 2 Link Spider is because you want to use your Brave Token as a target for Link Spider, and sometimes your Dark Magician to make Link Spider, but we're also playing Imduk anyways. And then Artemis for Magician's Rod, and Relinquished Anima for Magician's Souls and Effect Veiler. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra deck for my idea section. Not gonna lie, I don't really have anything. Dark Magician Girl, Artifact Scythe. Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight with Eye of Timaeus, or no, actually not even Eye of Timaeus. It's really just you're trying to summon this with the Quick Play spell that it can also Ritual Summon. That was a part of my previous idea section, but I just cut it completely. I thought the idea was just really bad. Ebon Illusion Magician makes no sense when you're only playing 2 Dark Magician. So, like, you would have to, like, summon a Spellcaster normal monster from your deck, but you already ran out, so what's the point? And then Clarin Rushka is... I don't even know why I'm playing that. Magicalized Fusion is really win more, because it's going to be a brick more often than not, but it allows you to summon Dragoon twice in a game. So that could be a reason to play a second Verte if you really want to. I mean, the extra deck is not tight at all. It's freaking Dark Magician. And then Cosmic, Super Poly, Magician's Salvation, already explained. I'm not a really big fan of this card. And then Artifact Sanctum, you could also play Artifact Dagda, but like, how do you pop your Scythe on your opponent's turn? Please don't try to play Phoenix Enforcer in this deck, I'm begging you. Eradicator Epidemic Virus is very broken if you can consistently summon Dark Magician, but that's actually way too much to ask. And yeah, more copies of Eternal Soul, hell nah. Goes in match Anti-Spell. Anti-Spell would be stupid with that many amount of spell cards in your deck. So don't do that, and goes in match with all your dark attributes, sure, but because of the Brave token, it ends up making no sense. So that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.